Good day everyone! We are the group for the last presenter. So before we proceed to our topic, let us first introduce ourselves. My name is Baimon Zailon.
I am Nathalia Franzeine Requillo.
My name is Tirasol.
My name is Elen Ugal.
And we are the group 4. So our topic for today is all about preparation hashtag number 8 of white ointment. So what is ointment? Ointment guys is a simple oil base na which is ginagamit siya para maprotektahan good yung ating skin and also para ma-moisture din yung ating skin. Siya rin po ay ginagamit sa ating medicated ointments. Si white ointment guys is commonly prepared using our white wax and white petrolatum. Example nito guys is yung ating petroleum jelly, Vaseline. Sa ibang bansa guys, they are using Aqua4. Si Aqua4 guys is ginagamit siya for ointment therapy. We have a lot of example of white ointments guys, aside the petroleum jelly and Vaseline. So for our learning objectives, number 1 is compound and ointment-based preparation. Number 2, develop skills needed in the preparation of this semi-solid dosage form. So for our materials, we have white wax, white petrolatum, stirring rod, ointment jar, graduated cylinder, glycine paper, spatula, beaker, and hot plate. Now let's proceed to our ingredients. Our ingredients consist of 50 grams of white wax, 950 grams of white petrolatum, and an overall combination of 1000 grams. Now let's proceed to our role of ingredients. We have white wax. White wax acts as a stiffening agent, makes the ointment firmer, less greasy, and helps it holds its shape. So basically, si white wax siya yung pampalagkit. And siya rin yung pa-less greasy or less oily. And nag-hold siya ng shape para hindi madaling matapon si ointment. Now we have a white petrolatum, serves as the main ointment base, provides exclusive emollient and protective effects on our skin. It also ensures spreadability and smooth texture. So, si white petrolatum guys is siya yung pinaka-base ng ating white ointment. Siya rin yung nagabigay good ng ating cooling effect, smooth effect, or skin protection, moisturizes your skin, so on and so forth. Siya rin also yung bigay ng good rate ng spreadability ng ating ointment. It's either mabilis lang siyang spread or mabagal ba siyang spread or yung tama-tama lang.
And here are the procedures on how to make a white ointment. Number 1, melt the white wax in a water bath. Number 2, add white petrolatum with constant stirring. Number 3, pour immediately into the ointment jar while it is still hot and let it congeal. 4, cover with circular glycine paper. So the first step is we need to melt the white wax using a water bath. Next is add the white petrolatum and constantly stir it. Next is we should pour our mixture inside our container or the ointment jar while it is still hot and let it congeal for a minute, and the last step is cover it with a glycine paper. Now let's watch a short video on how to make a white ointment.
So, clean up procedures. First, dispose of the cut paper, example exist level, and gazine paper in the garbage bin. And number 2, remove the excess ointment based from the all-used apparatus by wiping them with tissue paper. Then wash them with a soap, solution, and warm water. And then number 3, remove any ointment materials or exist from the sink and flush them with a liberal amount of warm water. And number 4, clean your working area before leaving the laboratory. So, this clean-up procedure is important because it keeps the laboratory safe, clean, and organized, prevent contamination, and ensure proper disposal of waste material.
For the description of the final product and its uses, number 1 category, it is a semi-solid dosage form or an ointment. Number 2, synonyms, simple ointment or unguentum simplex. Number 3, description of the final product. It is a white in appearance, semi-solid preparation. Number 4, uses. It is used as a moisturizer to treat or prevent dry, rough, scaly, itchy skin and minor skin irritations. 5. Formula. Ingredients. White wax, original amount 50 grams, computed amount 500 milligrams. White petrolatum, original amount 950 grams, computed amount 9.5 grams. To make, original amount 1000 grams, computed amount 10 grams. Why 10 grams? Because we want only to make 10 grams because 1000 grams is too big to manufacture or to make in the laboratory. Number 6, computations. Computed amount for white wax is equals to 50 grams to make 1000 grams, but for us, we just only want to make 10 grams. So here, we used the ratio and proportion formula. The computed amount of white wax is equals to 50 grams, close and open parentheses, the 10 grams that we want to make over the original amount of 1000 grams is equals to 0.5 grams. And now let's convert grams to milligrams. 0.5 grams times 1000 milligram divided by 1 gram is equals to 500 milligrams. And for the computed amount for white petrolatum, 950 grams, the original amount, and the original amount to make is 1000 grams, but then we want only to make 10 grams. So for the computed amount for white petrolatum, 950 grams, close and open parenthesis, 10 grams divided by the original amount to make na 1000 grams is equals to 9.5 grams. And dito, gumamit din kami ng ratio and proportion na formula to achieve the 9.5 grams na answer. And number 7, label. White ointment, 500 milligrams. Number 8, container, ointment jar.
For the continuation or for learning discussions, number 1, how are ointment jars filled on a small scale ointment preparation with the use of a spatula? So, in a small scale ointment preparation, jars are filled manually with the help of spatula. And the clean and labeled jar is gradually filled by transferring small portions of ointment to prevent air pockets. Each portion is pressed down and spread evenly until the desired amount is packed. The surface is then smooth and labeled with the spatula, and any excess is cracked off. Finally, the rim of the jar is wiped clean and the lid is closed tightly to protect the ointment from contamination. So, it's more likely jars are manually filled with spatula, adding small portions of ointment to avoid air pockets, and each portion now is pressed and spread evenly the surface is smooth, excess is removed, then we need to make sure that it is clean and the lid is closely tightly. So siguro ang taklob niya dapat close daw siya to avoid contamination. And for the number 2, what is the difference of white ointment USP from yellow ointment? So the difference between the white ointment USP from the yellow ointment is the wax used for the preparation of the ointment. For the white ointment, white wax and white petrolatum is used. And for the yellow ointment, yellow wax and yellow petrolatum is used. Moreover, the yellow ointment is a purified wax obtained from the honeycomb of the bee, or they called is Apis mellifera. So the Apis mellifera means this is a Western honeybee or European honeybee. In the most common of the 7 to 12 species of honeybees worldwide. The genus name Apis is Latin for bee, and mellifera is the Latin for honey-bearing or honey-carrying, referring to the species production of honey. So that's the meaning. Apis mellifera, Apis for bee, and mellifera for honey-bearing or honey-carrying. And while white ointment, on the other hand, is obtained from 5% white wax and 95% white petrolatum, and it's also called a simple ointment. So yeah, that's the difference between white ointment USP and yellow ointment. So it's more probably the difference are the wax used. So and the white ointment, this is also called as a simple ointment.
Number 3, identify at least 2 official or non-official example of preparations of the 4 classifications of ointment bases. Attach photocopies of these preparations and indicate their formulas, preparations, and uses. Number 1, hydrocarbon bases or oleaginous. Example, white ointment USP. Formula, white wax plus white petrolatum. Preparation, melt wax, add petrolatum, mix until solidified. Use, protective and emollient. Example is Vaseline. It is a pure white petrolatum. Use is for skin protectant. Second, we have absorption bases. Example, hydrophilic petrolatum USP, cholesterol, stearyl alcohol, white wax, white petrolatum. Use, can absorb water, used in dermatological preparations. Example is Aqua4, similar composition, and commercial. Use is for skin moisturizer and healing ointment. Third, we have removable bases, oil and water emulsion. Example, hydrophilic ointment, USP, stearyl alcohol, propylene glycol, sodium lauryl sulfate, white petrolatum, and water. Use, washable base for medicated ointments. Example is Derma base, commercial washable ointment base. And lastly, we have water-soluble bases. Example, polyethylene glycol or PEG ointment, USP, PEG 3350 and PEG 400. Use, non-greasy base for drug not stable in water. Example is non-aqueous ointment bases with PEG. Example is Carmol, and its use is incorporation of soluble drugs. And that's the end of our reporting about the preparation number 8, white ointment.